Okay, guys, gbege don't finally happen. Now, hand don't meet one 36-year-old Nigerian person who forced a 16-year-old girl into Akunakuna in Italy. Okay, so I'm just giving you this update to know what's going on in Italy. Finally, I'm back here, so I will be giving you this update right now. So, one man has trafficked a girl, not just today, and the police have arrested that very person now as I speak to you after trafficking the girl to Italy. And the reason behind this is for him to make gain. And what kind of gain am I talking about? I'm talking about using the girl to do obomiliki, to do prostitution in Italy. And then the girl will be making returns to him, at least remitting money after arriving in Italy. And you know, they took her through the Libyan route. Okay, they stopped in Libya, and after that, they pushed the girl, and then she got to Europe here, not knowing that she was going to be pushed into prostitution. So they arrived in Sicily, and then from there, they made the arrangement and transferred her to Padua. Okay, there's a city in Italy called Padua. So that's the city where they took her to. And that was where they forced her into the street. But one thing led to another, and the girl, maybe she wasn't meeting up. She had to go to the police and report the case. And that this thing happened since 2016. Check how many years ago now. But the Italian government has been following up this particular case. And the man has just been arrested as I speak to you now. Now, they say convicted of human trafficking, this man will be spending nothing less than 5 years and 4 months in jail for this very crime, and he's a Nigerian. So I wonder why people are still. I don't know how many people who are still doing this obliki, bringing of people from Africa into Europe for this particular, same crime that have sent a lot of Africans or Nigerians to prison. Now, convicted of human trafficking, arrested in Padua, a 37-year-old Nigerian had been reported by a 16-year-old compatriot forced into prostitution. Okay? So she was forced into prostitution to go and do a kona in the street. In this modern age, people cannot at least make way for them to work, but because they know that if they do legit work, it is not going to be easy for that girl to make that money very fast. So they have to force her into this. And that is why sometimes, choosing to marry in Europe has given a lot of people, a second thought about the body system, the body language, how long the girl has been used, and how many people who knows her now as a customer. You know that kind of thing whereby you go carry your wife walking in the street and somebody hears her, oh, madam, our body now. Yes, you will be like, where did you know him? Okay, you are married to a young lady and everywhere nice. Don't scatter. Then you'll be like, where did you know him? Before you move from this junction to another person have greeted her. Won't you be shocked? You'll be asking, where did you know them? So it is these things that has given a lot of people concerns. And, except if you are doing it within your circle. But somehow one day, you must still run into your customers as a woman. Now, they said that the Padua Flying Squad, that is their police, it's a kind of special police in Padua, arrested a Nigerian citizen who had a pending conviction of human trafficking and exploitation of prostitution relating to a minor compatriot of the man who had who he had brought to Italy through the immigrant boat. That is those people, these people who are crossing from Libya to Italy or Tunisia to Italy. Okay, that is the means they brought the girl. The 37-year-old must serve a sentence of 5 years and 4 months in prison. That is a must. He cannot escape it through any means. This is the final judgment that the Italian government has given to him now. Now, they said that the story dates back to 2016 when the young Nigerian turned to the police to report what had happened to her. Okay, since 2016, this man has not been arrested. I don't know whether he traveled out of the country or I don't know what happened, or he's been hiding since that time till now. So the police has been looking for him. Now, a few months before her, a compatriot had convinced her to leave her country of origin, which is Nigeria, with the promise of coming to Italy to complete her studies. So these are some of the tricks in which they use to deceive our young sisters, okay? To come to Italy to complete her studies and start a different life with better prospect than what she had in Nigeria. Of course, I want to really tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is that even now, as I speak to you, if these smugglers approach our women in Nigeria with the way things are right now, and they tell them kuru kuru that what they are coming to Italy to do is apona miliki, they will not hesitate. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. They will not say no. Okay, that's the truth. They are not going to tell you, oh no, because of my sanity, because of my prestige, because of my level or this. They go follow you because Italy is Europe, and you know what that means. So it is not even something to say, oh, we are hiding. Why? If they approach them now because they know what it takes to get to Europe, they will follow. That's the truth, because the situation of things back home is no longer smiling. Now, Nigeria is getting worse by the day. Now, on her journey, she was accompanied by two young compatriots who soon revealed themselves to be her jailers, humiliating her and forcing her to suffer violence of all kinds. They were treating this girl like anyhow. Now, in Libya too, they forced her. In fact, the problem here is that when you also get to Libya, there is another prostitution ring there in Libya, which she has to go through, which I will call the apprentice session of the Okpomiliki. They will now take her on that one. That one will now broaden her memory on what she is going to do fully in Italy. Okay? So there is also places where some of our sisters, our women are in Libya. As I speak to you now, they don't have liberty, they don't have freedom, they are there like prisoners. And men who need their services go to that place because it's fenced, and men who need their services move into that place, go and visit them, and the madam collect the money, not even giving them. You see? And this is just forced. They are forced into that in Libya because there's no freedom there. And the people still get the morale and the mind to do that to people whom they have brought to Italy. Now, the arrested Nigerian had accompanied the 16-year-old from Sicily to Padua, okay? Just like the migrants who are arriving at Sicily now as I speak. Now, they, managed to move her, maybe when they have taken her to a camp. These people went to the camp, took her to Padua from Sicily, okay? And then forced her to prostitute herself along the street of the city. So this is happening in Padua. They now force this girl into the street to go and work the money in which they have used to bring her from Nigeria to Italy. They pushed her into the street, and then that is why you see some ladies standing along the street in different parts of the country. This is what their madam or their oga who had brought them from Nigeria or from other different African countries to come and do in Italy. And they have no other choice than to do that, stand in the street and wait for men. Why? Because you might be asking. It's because they have given them oath. They say you have taken oath. If you default, you are going to die, you are going to run mad, or this or that is going to happen to you. But this 16-year-old girl, took a brave step and said, no, the humiliation is too much. Then she went to the police direct. And since 2016, the police has placed the man who brought her to Italy on a wanted list. And as soon as they saw him again, he reappeared, they took him. And that is how we got where we are today. So the girl has gotten justice. Her identity has been kept a secret to avoid, further humiliation or avoiding targeted by family members of the mafia. You know, say Italy they call them mafia. All those people where they do all those secret something. You know, say people where they bring miliki also have the means of bringing illegal. You get the point. Okay, so share this video and let me know what you guys think. I think this exploitation has to stop. Thank you and God bless.